Today, I'll be talking about the world's biggest problem. No, it's not economy or education. Actually, it is anger management. So, I think we all witnessed atrocious anger management before. Like, it can be from your relatives, your family, your friends, and even a stranger you're passing by. So, I actually chose this topic for a reason, and that reason is I struggled with anger management problems myself not so long ago, and with this speech, I will be also sharing my experience with you. So, let's start with a quick info. An average adult faces anger 8 times a day, which makes 2,920 times per year. This might sound a lot, but actually it is healthy, and you cannot say anger is a bad feeling because anger actually is a defense mechanism people display to, caution your mental and even physical health. So it's good for your health, but if it's not too much, there is a line. So I want to create a base and start talking about emotions first. So there's two types of emotions: primary emotions and secondary emotions. Primary emotions are the instant reactions you show, just as maybe that day your kid broke your favorite vase and it was an ancient vase that you cannot replace. And it was an accident though, but it it wasn't uh ancient vase, so you got mad. Of course you got mad. I would get mad too. But then you screamed at him, you yelled at him for being careless and stupid. This is a primary emotion, the anger you felt, and the guilt afterwards for shouting at him is a secondary emotion. So secondary emotions are triggered by primary emotions, so you can think of them as consequences. So and emotions take a lot, a huge place in our lives. Uh, like just as now, I tried recording a lot of times. Like I cannot count, but a lot of times, and I'm trying to stay calm right now. If I mess this up, I will be really mad, and I'm actually excited to be talking right now. So I'm feeling things. Another thing emotions play a huge role is taking decisions. And neurologist Antonio Damasio proved this with an experiment. So this brain side is prefrontal cortex, which makes you feel something. And when it's damaged, you cannot feel something, but you also have healthy discernment skills. So, while taking decisions, emotions play a huge role, and the damaged prefrontal cortex people slog on even with the simplest decisions, but they have discernment skills. So, emotions play a huge role in taking decisions. So, back to our topic, anger. Anger has three breaking points. The first one is the triggering affair. In triggering affair, uh, triggering affair is where all things start. Just like um, it's an environmental factor and inner factor. It can be environmental factor can be an argument you're having right there right now, and then inner factor can be argument you had that week and you remembered it, so you're angry. Or inner factor can be a fake scenario in your mind you created. The exposition stage is the second breaking point, and it's just like how you interpret the situation. Some people like maybe some people don't understand those words insulting and didn't get mad, but you understood them as insulting, so you got mad. So how you understand the situation, and the behavioral aspect, as it sounds, it's how you act in that situation. Just as every other thing, disproportionate anger is unhealthy. It's just harm. So conditioned anger we talked about was just a healthy way to express our feelings and uh, self-defense mechanism. But chronic anger isn't something like that. It's conflicting and it's just harm. It's makes you seem like an intimidating person, and it harms your relationships with your family, your relatives, your friends. It's bad. So, chronic anger has its own reasons, but I would like to talk about just the first one, the witnessing someone with atrocious anger management. So, this behaviors are actually learned. It can be from a TV show, your maybe parents, and other characters. So, if a kid has some anger issued parents, the kid is also likely to have those atrocious anger management problems. So, and if you cannot express yourself, it also uh, leads to anger management, and these are all the reasons causes anger issues. Just like this, I'll give you time to read them. And so, how do we get rid of these anger issues? So there's various methods to try out, but first of all, we need to accept that we have them. You can ask your environment, and if you think you have them, don't deny it. Don't say, I was in a bad mood today, I had a stressful evening, just something like that. Uh, and when you accept it, you can get some help from the others, or try methods just like visualizing, peace counting, exercising. These are only some couple of them, but there is various types. So, and if these doesn't work out for you, you can always go see a specialist, and you can talk to them and understand if you have them, or how can you solve this issue. These are some advices from me. Uh, Personally, I read a book called Anger Management, and it really helped. It's made me understood how anger can be conflicting to your life, and how can you control it. So just control your un restrained anger and just be healthy. Goodbye.